Why do people hate the word moist? This, according to Science. And Amir, our lovely executive producer, picked this story on behalf of me.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you too. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. But there's a new study conducted by Dr. Paul Thibodeau. He's a professor of psychology at Oberlin College, and he suggests that up to 20% of American English speakers are averse to the word moist. Okay? So, first of all, he conducted 5 experiments over 4 years with approximately 2,500 participants.
Wow.
And people who were averse to moist also responded similarly to words such as phlegm, vomit, leading him to believe that the disgust is related in part to the association with bodily functions. Now, interesting though, those who expressed that disgust didn't respond similarly to words that sounded like moist, such as foist or rejoiced. Yeah, I get that. But they weren't disgusted by words related to sex, such as vagina or horny. Okay. So it was more so like the bodily functions of like phlegm, diarrhea, those type of words. And he has a reason for that. He says there could be an evolutionary component to our disgust regarding bodily functions because, quote, if we didn't have an instinct to run away from vomit and diarrhea, disease would spread more easily. Also, This is my favorite part. Also, the study found that people expressed more aversion if they were younger. Check. More educated? Check. And feminine. I'm just kidding. Okay, so so what do you think about this? Are you one that gets affected by, if it's not moist, is it a different word?
I'm not strongly affected by it. I know you are not alone, Sam. I have heard about the moist aversion for a while.
Ew, why do you say moist? I hate that word.
But I do think it's kind of a gross word. I want to do a test on you because just how badly do you hate this sentence? I found this moist napkin and I put it away for a day so it became crusty.
It's
so gross,
the
right?
last part. If you just were like...
Crusty is another one.
Yes.
You, sir, are an idiot.
But
those are gross words.
Them coupled together. If you just would have been like, yeah, I found this moist napkin, I would think it was one of those cleansing hand towels.
I wouldn't have.
But it still grossed me out.
Yeah, moist is gross. And there are certain words.
It grosses you out too. I'm so happy.
Not as strongly though, because I know that there's some people that just, if you say it casually in a conversation, you'll see them, they have a reaction to it. I bet you're one of those people where if someone says, look at this sponge or feel the sponge, it's moist, you'd be like, also that's a weird thing that would come up in conversation. Yeah. Feel this sponge, Samantha Shaka, feel it, it's moist. It'd be
it's
weird.
Interesting because there is a social component that they also found in the study. For instance, if a person is saying it, talking about it in like general context, like they gave, they passed out a 2013 People Magazine Sexiest Man Alive issue.
And they said it was moist?
Or a video, yeah, and the person on there, I don't know if it was Adam Levine, whoever the Sexiest Man Alive was that year, or person used the word moist in describing something in their sentence. I don't know what the video did, but people had a really negative connotation
that
to that.
just gave me chills, actually.
Now, on the flip side, when they showed a video where a cake was being described as moist, there was no negative connotation. So when it has to do with social, situations, then people are irked out by it, as opposed to like, oh, I just baked this cake and it's super moist.
Yeah, I would hate that. You said that.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be the worst person at a party. Be like, hey, Becky, brought this cake, just so you know, super moist.
Yeah, and I don't know why I'm so averse to that. And it's averse, right? Did I say averse or averse earlier?
I don't know.
That's one of the words that I always get mixed up, averse or
moist.
Averse.
No.
Averse, whatever. So if I said it wrong earlier, I apologize. But yeah, moist is probably the worst word for me. But is there any word that...
Crusty.
Crusty's
I don't like
your
crusty.
end all be all.
Not end all be. I mean, that's the weird thing is that I look at this study and I'm like, what kind of reactions were people having?
You're like a 5. I'm like a 7.
Oh, you're like an 8.
No, I'm not.
You're like a hard 8.5. For sure. Verging on 9 the more that we talk about it. The more that I think about it. Yeah, you really don't like the word moist, for sure. You have a reaction to it. Even your face changes a little bit.
That's because I'm one of the that, sees it as an evolutionary component.
Oh, it's an
running from disease.
You're not running away from a moist towel.
Phlegm is gross too. Amir doesn't like phlegm.
I think it's just we have negative associations from childhood, but and maybe
That's even worse. I don't even know what that means, but that grosses me the F out.
What did I have in my childhood that was crusty and terrible?
What? Okay. God. Okay, we're gonna move on, but you guys, we want to know what you have to say. Are there any words out there that gross you out.
Yeah,
List them.
list them all.
I wonder what the most common one is.
Tag
So
them,
list them.
tag us on Twitter with all these words. I just want Sam's Twitter to blow up with gross words.
That's actually, it would be really interesting. That's our
It would
own
be.
social experiment.
Yeah.
So please, I want to see the whole comment section, like every word that really you're averse to.
Averse to.
Averse to.
We'll never know.
All right, we'll see you guys next time on Pop Trigger.